You think hamburgers come from Hamburg, Germany. Well, not so much. Ground beef shaped into patties did originate in Hamburg, but it was called the Hamburg steak, and it came without a bun. After that, your guess is as good as anyone else's as to how hamburgers came into being. There's credible evidence that the Hamburg steak may have been served on a slice of bread. There are also reports of such a thing being served around the same time in Boston and Chicago. There are at least 4 other claims of where and when the hamburger was created. Now, if the original was called Hamburg steak, we need to address the issue of steak burgers. Those came about in about 1920, and in the 1930s, the steak burger debuted at Steak and Shake's first location in Normal, Illinois. The burger was made up from a strip from the T-bone steak and sirloin. Most of us know hamburgers because of the plethora of fast food restaurants that populate the roadways. By the way, the industry doesn't like the term fast food. It prefers quick service restaurants. I'm not sure who they think they're fooling, but there you are. But back to hamburgers. Worldwide, informal eating out is about a $1 trillion industry, of which 75% is fast food. Of that 75%, McDonald's claims 11%. That works out to about 75 hamburgers sold every second. In India, cow meat doesn't go over well with a large portion of the population, so you can walk into a McDonald's in India and get the McCurry pan, a bread bowl filled with chicken curry. In France, you can get a croque madame, kind of like a croque madame. Around 71% of all beef sold in America is for burgers, and there are an estimated 50,000 burger joints in the U.S. Assuming you want to make great burgers at home, there's a host of advice on how to do it. A great burger starts with great meat, and the recommendation is for 80% meat to 20% fat. Go any leaner than that, and the burger just won't hold together. When it comes to seasonings, simply salt and pepper seems to be the favorite, so you should probably stick with that. There are different ways you can make a patty. Mostly you grab a chunk of hamburger and flatten it, but don't pack it too tightly or it'll be tough. Once you've made the patties, some advise that you pop them in the fridge for at least 15 minutes or so to firm them up. Then there's the question of the dimple. The thinking is that if you use your thumb to press down in the center of the burger, creating a dimple, then the burger won't rise so much that you can't put all the other stuff on top. When it's time to cook, get a pan scorching hot. Cast iron seems to be the favorite, then drop the patties into it. Then leave them alone. Don't press on them. Don't look underneath. Just give them time to brown and get a nice crust. When you've got that, flip them over and cook them to your desired level of doneness. Now, if you want a diner hamburger, you should forget nearly everything I just told you. When you're ready to make your burgers, roll the meat into little balls and then drop those into your scorching hot skillet with butter and garlic. Then press them down with your spatula. Get a really solid crust on them and flip them over. Regardless of the method, if you want a cheeseburger, and who wouldn't, put the cheese on when you flip the burger, then cover it with a stainless steel bowl. That will trap the heat, and the cheese will go all melty. So now when it comes to hamburgers, you're a smart cookie.